Hey guys, today I'm going to be installing an exhaust kit on one of these. It's a Nissan 350, 370? 370Z. And here is the kit in question. And since I'm pretty sure this is mostly a bolt together kit, I'm going to go ahead and do a video on how to do this stuff at home. Save you some money from the exhaust shop. The kit's from a company called Rev9 if anyone's curious. Now first step, we got to gain some ground clearance because these things are low. In this case I have ramps in the front, but if you don't have ramps, jacks and jack stands work just fine. That's actually what I'm going to be using for the back. Alright, I got it in the air enough. I mean, I'd like more, but I don't have a lift in this garage, so I'll do without. The first thing I like to do is lay all the parts that I'm going to be working with out. Here is just like an intermediate tailpipe. It's got a little resonator on it. But the rest of this box is full of lots of different pipes with lots of different shapes and lots of different locations that they need to go in, otherwise the thing's not going to come together very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first go under here, disassemble the whole thing, and lay the old exhaust out in the driveway back there, and kind of mock up this exhaust right beside it, and then just come on piece by piece, start putting them on. It's real easy. Unfortunately, the impact doesn't fit in here, so I'll have to use hand tools, but that's okay. Yeah, not a big deal.
Now once you've unbolted these two pipes feeding the muffler back here, you're going to come up here and on the subframe, or frame I guess, unibody thingy, you got this bracket bolted in. You could take channel locks and try to pop that out, but I find it's going to be a lot easier to just unbolt that and slide it out, take that out, and put it on the new one. So that's what I'm going to do. And these ones are 13 millimeters. So if you're like, in my case, this side's kind of way too rusted out to undo the bolt, so you can grab channel locks and just undo it at the rubber grommet too if you have to, or the rubber hanger, whatever you want to call this. It's not rubber, I believe it's actually silicone, but it's pretty easy when you're not holding a camera at the same time. Yeah. Ow! That hurt! Alright, so we took the muffler off and we're just moving up the pipes to the next junction here, and that would be right here next to this weird Y-shaped thing, but we're going to end up replacing that. I'll explain in a second, but I'm just going to go ahead and unbolt these. These are also 15 millimeters, or 14 millimeters, sorry. Here's a little trick for when you can't get enough leverage on the fucking wrench. There we go. Alright, I broke it. Now we're gonna steal the wrench. I'm leaving that on there because it's not big enough to get through the open end, but it works. Now I got lucky with these bolts, but if you are in a real like kind of climate where they salt the roads, you might have a little trouble with these bolts, in which case I would recommend just soaking all four of them in WD-40 overnight. Also, I don't know if yours is like this, but for some reason that one's a 15 on mine. It's kind of weird and stupid of them to do that if that is factory, but just a heads up. And then again, you can either unbolt the bracket or take out the rubber thing. In this case I have an Ugga gun, so it's easier for me to do the bracket. And the last bolts are right here on both sides, and this piece does not have a hanger on it, so it's just these bolts. Be careful once you undo them because it might fall on your face. I'd recommend keeping your head out from under the car. And one thing to note, these are true bolts and not studs. The back of that bolt is a 15, the nut is a 14. You gotta use either channel locks or, you know, a 15 millimeter wrench on the back side. I used 15, just made it a little easier, but it's kind of annoying. You can weld that on there. That's what I'm gonna end up doing on the new exhaust. So I've got all the old parts out, and now I'm about to install the new parts, but what I need to do is go scavenge all the old stuff I'm keeping, like these hangers and everything, and all the brackets I unbolted, because it's gonna suck to not have anything to hang it on. I'm gonna do that now, and hopefully things go smooth. Now, one cool thing is we're going from this Y pipe to two straight pipes. Not really straight pipes, but the big benefit here is that if you take a look, this is the inlet. I guess it's all exhaust, but this is the inlet. You see, that's substantially bigger, so that's going to let the air flow a lot more freely through these exhaust pipes, which is going to ideally help the engine run more efficiently. I think the idea here was loud because these mufflers don't seem like they're going to muffle a whole lot, but it's going to be cool. Now, in this case, this long pipe here doesn't have any support on it. That support actually comes from this shorter section here. But these bolt on and line up a certain way so that this can go into the little rubber hanger, and I need to make sure that that's in the right spot. So I'm actually going to hang these guys up first, and then I'm going to go ahead and install the front portion and then the back portion after that. Kind of weird to start middle first, but that's the easiest way to do it in this case, I think. So, as you can see, you can't really tell with the gasket on there, which is good news, but I did mar the outer edge of this flange a little bit, but thankfully there's plenty of sealing surface that isn't really actually where the gasket seals, so it's going to work just fine. I kind of lucked out there, but definitely be careful because this is the part we're keeping. In this particular vehicle, don't forget to put that under that cross member, or inside of that cross member for this first section here before you bolt it up, because you won't be able to do that after the fact.
So the kit only came with a total of 8 bolts, but I needed 10 to completely bolt it on. I guess they expected me to reuse these. One of them ended up getting cut, and none of them were really in that good of a shape. I don't think anyone in their right mind would actually reuse these. You can if they're in good shape, but you could also just buy a couple of grade 8 bolts that fit. I just had some laying around in the parts cart, so that's what I used. But yeah, don't reuse your exhaust bolts. Heat and strain are a bitch on hardware. Little trick I like to use to get these gaskets to stay in place is pop the bolts in first, and then kind of do a little hang loose with your thumb and pinky. Keep those bolts pressed out, and then set the gasket on there, and usually the gasket does a good job at holding that on there the way it wants to go. There we go. Grab my washer and nut just to kind of lock those in place a little bit. I won't tighten them all. Oops, won't tighten them all the way, but kind of finger tight so they don't fall back off.